Hello, this is Dylan, and welcome to the Cape Report for Monday, April 26th. Here's today's hot lunch choice. Chicken cheesesteak, broccoli, and mandarin oranges. Last Friday was National Shakespeare Day. Some members of the school recorded some of his best lines.
A few months ago,
I don't know what we're on. On March 7th, members of the Cape, I was not ready for that. On March 7th, members of Cape participated in John Lewis Bridge Walk. Here's more about it.
a few months ago, we watched the documentary about John Lewis called Good Trouble. There were a group of teens who wanted to replicate the walk in Selma over the Indian River Bridge.
People in the school helped put it together, and it was to commemorate the life of John Lewis. So we walked the Indian River Inlet Bridge from one side to the other and back up. And his whole idea was pretty much to give us a voice and talk about voter suppression and things like that. So we did that in memory of him.
Henry VI, Part 2, Act 3, Scene 2. For where thou art, there is the world itself, with every several pleasure in the world, and where thou art not, desolation.
Hi, my name is Maya Haldart, and today I will be performing Sonnet 116. Let me not, to the marriage of true minds, admit impediments. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove.
Titus Andronicus, Act 5, Scene 1. I have done 1,000 dreadful things, as willingly as one would kill a fly. And nothing grieves me heartily indeed, but that I cannot do 10,000 more.
Act 2, Scene 2. Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once.
Hamlet, Act 3, Scene 1. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to stand guard against a sea of troubles, and, by opposing, end them.
To me, fair friend, you never can be old. For as you were when first your eye I eyed.
Our revels now are ended. These are actors, as I foretold you. We're all spirits and have melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, yea, all which it inherits shall dissolve. And like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep.
Timon of Athens, Act 1, Scene 1. I am not of that feather to shake off my friend when he must need me.
King Lear, Act 4, Scene 5. When we are born, we cry that we are come to this great stage of fools.
From Macbeth, Act 5, Scene 6, Macbeth speaking. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, 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 creeping at a petty pace, day after day, to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays, light fools the way to a dusty death.
Romeo and Juliet, Act 4, Scene 1. Enjoy. Hold then, go home, be merry, and give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow, tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone. Let not thy nurse lie with thee in thy chamber. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilled liquor drink thou off. when presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humour, for no pulse shall keep his native progress, but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. The roses in thy lips and cheeks shall fade to paly ashes. Thy eyes' windows fall, like death when he shuts up the day of life. Each part, deprived of supple government, shall stiff and stark and cold appear like death.
No.
Not a Hidden History with Aya and Amaya.
Good morning, folks. We're back with Hidden History. It's Amaya Daisy.
And it's Aya Daisy.
Today on our Hidden History segment, we will be talking about Star Trek and the International Kiss, which was one of the first ever televised.
The network worried that the stations in the South might object, so they filmed two versions, one with a kiss and one without. But the actors Shatner and Nichols purposely flubbed the non-kiss takes, leaving the network no choice but to air the kiss scene.
After it aired, the show received one of the largest batches of fan mail ever, and most all of it was very positive. Nichols was even quoted saying that the fan mail they received was addressed to both actors, girls asking Nichols how it felt to kiss Captain Kirk, and fan mail from guys asking how it felt to kiss Uhura.
I've been Dylan, and thank you for watching the Cape Report. Let us know what's happening in your school life, and it might just be part of the show. Contact us at our Gmail account below.